Hey Lopes fans, welcome to GCU Arena where Lopes basketball is back. It's opening day here in GCU Arena for women's basketball. We're about to tip off this game against Western State Colorado here against your women's GCU basketball team. We're getting the anthem underway and we're just a few minutes until we kick off regular season play here for the Lady Lopes. Basketball season is back, of course. It's opening day here in GCU Arena. We're just about to tip off against D2 school Western State Colorado University, coached by Laura Westling. This is opening day for both teams, and we couldn't be more excited for regular season play. This is Taylor Bond alongside Alex Larson. Alex, how excited are you for this season?
Well, just as excited about as everyone else on campus. New season brings new hope and new aspirations for the team. 8 new faces for the Lopes. GCU still projected to finish 3rd in the WAC. That is 2 up from last year. This year they'll look to rely on the familiar faces of Tanisha Daniels and Alex Bloom.
just tipped off here in GCU Arena. Alex, do you want to go over starters quickly for us?
Yeah, coming back for GCU, Anaya Baker takes it in and gets fouled right there. Baker will start as the point guard. Marina Laramie will start as well, and Jessica Jajewski in there at guard. And from Spain, a point guard, Laura Marcos Canedo. And finally, Tanisha Daniel from Salt Lake City, a senior, a big part of this GCU Lopes team.
That's right, and Ania Baker shooting her 2 free throws right here, getting fouled early on into this game. Lots of high expectations for this season, along with this game against Western State Colorado as well. This is their 9th time meeting in history. GCU goes 7-1 over Western State in meeting history. Last time GCU won 77-40. We're getting started, of course, GCU in your home white jerseys on your screen, and Western State wearing the red away jerseys.
Defense able to force the shot clock violation already, putting the pressure on. Since transferring to Division I, however, Grand Canyon is 8-0 versus sub-Division I opponents. So bodes well for the Lopes here in this exhibition game opening day.
Baker over to Jujewski. Laramie, a little high block, rebounded by Western State. They're going to push it up court by Brianna Wilbur, starting guard for Western State. Little defense.
Yeah, don't hate the shot selection there by Laramie. She averaged 10.6 points as a freshman at Indiana State. Just needs a little more touch.
Nice rebound for Laramie there. Out to Baker. She's going to push it down. Pass over to Canedo. She's going to set something up on the play here.
Canedo, Marcos Canedo, a USF transfer. At USF last year, she started 24 of 31 games, averaging 12.2 minutes a game.
That's right. GCU actually brings in 4 transfers this year for the 2016 season. Baker, a transfer, Marcos Canedo, a transfer, Laramie and Thomas, all 4 transfers for this GCU women's team.
Well, and there's one transfer there that really catches my eye more than the others, and that is Erica Thomas. You see the school she came from, University of Connecticut. Now, she didn't play basketball. She was a star on the volleyball team, decided to come over to GCU and play basketball and give this thing a try. They're happy to have her.
That's right. She had 1 more year of eligibility and decided to come over here. Had a great opportunity to transition. Great little open play right there by Jujewski. Is going to get that layup right there under the defense. That's going to be 4 points for GCU, 0 for Western State. Hasn't put anything on the board. GCU is looking really good in this exhibition. That's going to be picked off by Canedo right there. She's going to try to pass out to Laramie. Going to get picked off by Western State. Round.
Well, I was going to say a little too much excitement for GCU, but then a careless mistake offensively for Western State, giving the ball right back to GCU.
Jujewski for the 3.
Jujewski, 68 of 191 last year. That is 36% from behind the arc. Plenty of time there.
Yeah, you can see on that replay, she got to set up very nicely and put that one away.
Kaylin Bush answering for the Mountaineers with her own 3.
Canedo bringing the ball down, out to Baker. She's going to face up against her guard, but there's going to be a foul by number 5 on that play. That was called on number 5, Kara Jackson-Brown. They're going to sub in number 44, Sydney Langle for Western State.
Langle in there to play defense.
Nice little shot off by Nia Baker. Anaya Baker, excuse me.
Anaya Baker, Big West all-freshman at UC Davis. Last year only started 5 games at San Jose State as a Spartan, but looking to become a major part in this Lopes rotation in 2016.
We're going to pick up GCU's second team foul. Anaya Baker with the hold right there. Number 11, Brianna Wilbur will bring up the ball for Western State. She's going to look to hit it out to Harley Williams. Rebounded back by the defense. Picked up by GCU, and Naya is going to bring this one down. Pass out to Laramie. She's going to look in on the block. Big shot there. Can't really get it off by Daniels. Western State bringing it up.
Didn't like that last shot for the Mountaineers, Harley Williams. Defender right in the face. You're down 7. Take some time, pass the ball around, work it in.
Big rebound by Laramie. She's going to be big down low on both the offensive and defensive side. She stands at 6'2", Alex. Big expectations from her being a transfer as well.
Yeah, redshirt senior, East Carolina transfer, averaged 6.5 rebounds a game last year and 32.7 minutes she played. Very generous time and averaged 11.6 points. So like you said, Laramie is going to be a major part in this offense for the Lopes this year.
Now that was a backcourt call by GCU. Silly turnover there really. Anaya Baker couldn't quite get to a little bit of an overpass. It's going to bring a Western State possession here. GCU also just subbed in Cassie Rarick, who started actually a little bit last year. She is a redshirt sophomore from Scottsdale, Arizona. Great little guard for GCU.
Jajewski wanted that one back wide open from the corner 3 spot. Just couldn't get it home.
And that is going to be a timeout here on the floor. We also want to recognize that it is Kids Day here in GCU Arena. So we want to welcome all the local elementary schools and the GCU kids here in attendance.
At 10 a.m. on a Tuesday morning, attendance may not be as well as expected, but this morning is definitely not that case. Kids Day at GCU basketball tradition. Last year, 1,475 fans out here. Attendance looks good this morning too.
That's right, there's about 30 different elementary schools in attendance today, Alex. You can tell they're excited, cheering for every play. Great GCU tradition here. Love to see the kids out. Plus a great reason to miss school, especially on an election day as well here, of course. We also have the GCU dance team and the cheerleaders here in attendance, as well as the band over there playing the fight song, teaching these elementary kids the fight song, it looks like, Alex. Very excited morning. You wouldn't think it was a 10 o'clock game. You would think it was an afternoon or an evening game with lots of excitement here. Also, of course, opening day for GCU women's basketball, so an excited campus as well. Very important for the community. Basketball is a huge tradition, of course, here on the campus of GCU and the surrounding community. Brings out a lot of locals, so it is a great thing to have the program back this year and to start it off here today against Western State.
Coming out of
That was the Thundering Herd GCU Pep Band. We want to thank them for coming in today and playing our fight song, teaching these little elementary kids and supporting this GCU women's basketball opening day. And we're back here in action. Number 11, Brianna Wilbur, bringing in the ball. Tried to drive in a little bit on Baker. Stopped that drive. She's going to pass low to the block. Out for Harley Williams.
Yeah, that's another errant shot and ill-advised by Harley Williams. Another three-pointer with someone in her face. 52 of 136 last year. That's 38%, but no success here today.
Baker's going to get the little pick and roll off to Juski here. She's going to drive in, but they're going to call traveling on Juski.
Travel on Jajewski. I'm not sure I saw it.
I
saw the defender slip and her pass the defender, but not sure I saw the travel there. Either way, Mountaineers going to get the ball.
Jajewski is very quick off her feet. She starts really fast and really poised. Sometimes she gets those little silly mistakes called, but honestly, I didn't really see that one down low. She'll pick her head up and get right back into this game.
Arlie Williams flustered right now on this Western State side. Defensively, get her the ball. Missed some shots.
Big rebound by Canedo. She's gonna look up court. She has 2 open players here on the block. Rarick is gonna look open for the shot here. She's facing up though. Drive in, pass out to Baker. She's gonna look for the shot.
Coming out of that timeout, GCU had been out-rebounded. It was 5-4.
Rebound there, big rebound by Laramie. She's gonna go up for it, and that's 2 points for her. Alex, she used her body so well down low on that. She had 2 guards on her, but she squared up so well. We'll see the replay here.
The offensive rebounds are gonna be huge. Laramie started developing a knack for rebounds young. Freshman at Indiana State, averaged 6.6. She's carried that number here throughout her entire college career. Now as a redshirt senior.
6'1" forward Tamisha Daniels just subbed back in for GCU. Baker with the ball, one-on-ones against Brianna Wilbur. She's gonna look for Daniels on the high block. Jajewski's gonna pass out to Rark. She's gonna shoot that 3. It looked good. Defensive rebound there for 32, Kaylin Bush. She's gonna pass back out to Wilbur. Here, Vinson out to Wilbur, back down the block to Bush. And that's gonna be out of bounds, Western State ball. GCU sub number 2, August Tichard, is gonna come in for GCU. Also a big player here, Alex. She's a redshirt junior guard, played a lot last year, was really a dynamic player all over the floor last year. She brings in lots of speed. Shot by Brown, and that's gonna be good for 2.
Kara Jackson Brown, gotta pick up those shots in the corners.
Rarick looking for an open player. And they're gonna call, I believe, a foul down low. That's gonna be on number 32, Kaylin Bush. That's gonna be her first foul, 3rd team foul for Western. Laramie with a little shot off there, doesn't quite get it. Offensive rebound by Daniels, gonna be picked out of her hand
Daniels
and played down by Wilbur.
Blatantly trying to draw the foul there, could not do so. Threw up the arms there, acted as if she had been hit. Couldn't get the call.
Another foul called here. In for the Mountaineers is number 21, Madison Cruz, junior guard from Fullerton, California.
Cruz has played sparingly here in her career. Only 18% field goals and 11 games played last year, no starts.
Brown to Bush, and Bush is gonna nail down that 3-pointer right here at the top of the 3-point line. Laramie out to Tichard. She's gonna face up. Daniel setting the pick right there. She rolls, is a little bit open, but kind of misses her. Laramie for the 3! She's playing really well today, Alex. Really making a name for herself early on. We'll see the replay. Gets it right off.
Didn't put the hands up. Able to get that shot off. And Western State, Colorado, coming off a game, the 6th against Air Force, in which they lost that 71-48, but the experience and the exposure that this team's gotten already is one game advanced of what Grand Canyon has seen.
We have to remember that this is a smaller Division II school in the Rocky Mountain Athletic Conference. Had kind of a rocky season last year, won only 4 games, losing 20. But they come into the 2016-2017 season a little bit more hopeful than last year under the direction of Laura Westling. She's in her 10th season as coach of Western State Colorado. I'm sorry, her first season. She's the 10th head coach. My apologies. We'll play it into Canedo. She'll bring it up for GCU. Out to Baker. They're going to call something down low here. It's going to be a push foul on number 21, Madison Cruz. Her first foul, 4th team foul. Number 44, Sydney Langle, is going to come back in for Western State.
The last time these two teams played last year, a little bit later on in the month, but Western State went down early, and as a result, the starters didn't necessarily see a ton of time. Jajewski only 17 minutes. She was 4 of 13 from the field, 3 of 10 from behind the arc. Tanisha Daniels, 22 minutes. Alex Bloom, 20. Zalor Massacoy, 19 minutes as well. And of course, that was a 77-40 victory. So it was a very handily won game. Looking to 2.
That's right, and that was a foul, number 20, Harley Williams, forcing Marina Laramie to the line. She sinks her first free throw, sinks the second free throw. Clutch shooting by Laramie on all sides today, Alex. Hitting that 3, hitting those low blocks, and then of course nailing those 2 free throws right there. And free throws can win games, Alex. They really can. Clutch shooting right there by number 3, Marina Laramie. Western State gonna drive in. Big potential play by Sydney Langle. And it's gonna be about 30 seconds left in this first quarter. It's gonna be I believe a foul here.
They're not gonna call a charge. I thought for sure there would be a charge on Marcos Canedo, but
it's gonna force Canedo to the line.
A good job of drawing a foul there.
Absolutely.
Getting 2 shots for her team.
And she's gonna sink that first free throw, Alex. Great free throw shooting by all 3 who've been forced to the line so far. Laramie's gonna come out of the game alongside Tanisha Daniels. About 30 seconds left after Canedo shoots the second free throw. And she will sink that one as well, Alex, bringing GCU score 19-10.
Well, there's a reason they call it the charity stripe. Doesn't get much easier than that. The free throw line.
Bush on the block. She gets blocked out there by Delia Clark. Clark, a senior from Denton, Texas, is going to check into the game. Had a big block right there. Little hands-on play. Canedo's going to bring up the ball in this last 10 seconds here. Got to make something happen. She's going to shoot for 2. Rebounded by Madison Cruz. She's going to push it up. And she's going to keep possession there. And that is going to be the end of the first quarter here in GCU Arena. GCU leads 19 to Western State 10. 5 fouls for Western State, only 3 for GCU, keeping this advantage on our side, Alex. What do you think of this first quarter?
Well, to begin, I did not like that last shot from Marcos Canedo. 7 seconds left. She could have passed it around a little bit more. I think she kind of settled for a shot when she could have passed it around and maybe given it to a teammate. Secondarily, this team is doing very good defensively, incredibly aggressive on defense, and as a result, they're making Western State look very bad, whether it's just in the field or beyond the arc. A couple air balls too. they're going to look to keep playing defense like they have been.
That's right, and we had those early turnovers, those early mistakes. You know, we had a backcourt call, things we got to get out of our system early, and that's completely fine. This is opening day. You're going to see that. You're going to see the rust getting off. But I think overall, having only 3 fouls as well in the first quarter and having our big transfers come in and play well, this is a solid first quarter and a solid first start to opening day. I think it's going to be a really great game, and it just goes to show the theme of what this season is really going to progress into, Alex.
And if they're going to want to keep succeeding, just keep hitting the free throws that you're given. The Mountaineers fouling a lot, kind of not really buttoned up here. Keep hitting the free throws, and you'll see a win.
That's right. We're going to head back out to the court for this second quarter against Western State, leading 19-10 here in GCU Arena. Kaylin Bush out onto the wing. Sadie Stroop started this game, came out early, and is back into this game for Western State. Wilbur looking for something to happen. Out to Brown on this high block, drive in by Bush, and that is going to be a big rebound there for Daniels. Pushed up to Baker. She's going to come out on this wing looking for something to happen. Her teammates telling her setting something up. Baker going one-on-one with her defender. Out to Jajewski. She's going to look for an open player, I think, Alex. Didn't really look like she was driving in on that one. Got knocked out by Western State, but we're going to keep possession of this ball on the low block. Baker throwing the ball into Canedo. She's going to look to the block. Nice little pass and play there. Rebounded by Laramie. She's going to go up again for 2 and knock that one down. Laramie having an amazing game so far. 9 points here. She leads the team in points scored so far. Little shot off there by Western State, not knocking anything down. Baker's going to run up on this right side and be fouled by number 11, Brianna Wilbur, there on this close side of the court. That is her second foul, Alex. She's got to be careful here in this second quarter. Those are silly mistakes that'll get you out of the game early on. Daniels out to Baker. She's going to have a little nice crossover. Laramie on the high block to Daniels on the low block. She's going to go up for 2. Defensive rebound there. 2
completely defensive teams here. Western State giving up lanes, giving up wide open three-pointers. GCU not even allowing opportunities for Western State. They have to drive in and get, even then they're not high percentage chances. And a steal there.
44 getting picked off by Jajewski. Laramie out to Baker. She's going to go for the 3.
Well, a little hyped up there off that steal. Langle, terrible ball protection. Western State not looking very strong right now, and GCU making it that way.
Laramie runs out on her defender. Kaylin Bush for the 3, but didn't quite call anything. Baker looked like she had Laramie open there on the left side wing, but Canedo is going to set something up here. Daniels tries for the pick and roll, but it's going to be Laramie for a little jump shot on that left side low block. She's looking so good today, Alex.
Yeah, those two are going to have something special. Laramie to Marcos Canedo, or I should say the opposite, but tremendous touch there by Laramie on that 10-footer.
2 subs in for Western State. Number 3, Haley Vincent, and number 20, Harley Williams back into the game. It's going to be Western State ball.
Undisciplined play so far by Western State.
Brianna Wilbur out to Brown. Brown looks for Williams. Williams to Wilbur. Wilbur looks for a little cut and play by Langle.
GCU's defense so tight.
Nice little attempted steal by Laramie there. That's good defensive effort by her. She's looking out on her player here. Low block, number 5's Kara Jackson Brown will throw in the ball for Western State. Langle back to Brown. And that is going to be a shot clock violation, of
Again,
course.
again, and that's the second time. And GCU is in the faces of every single one of these Mountaineers players.
And that just shows our great defensive effort that we're putting out onto this court today, forcing 2 shot clock violations. Really, that's just our advantage. That's a compliment to our GCU defensive effort today.
August Tashard on the near side looking to substitute in.
Laramie picking up another cute left side jumper there. She cannot be stopped today. No one's really getting out on her, putting a hand to her face. She's really having that space in that area to kind of shoot anything and everything, Alex.
Yeah, and she's converting too. And that's the main point, is the fact that she's getting these shots and she's converting.
That's right. We're going to go to a timeout here on the court. The cheerleaders are coming out, but it's been such a great start to this second quarter as well. I really have to emphasize the importance of this defensive effort today. Laramie's coming off of her block. Dajewski staying on her man. Like you said, they're really not able to create any space and make anything happen on this Western State side. They're getting a little bit of drives. They're getting a little bit of those pick and rolls. Number 44 swooping in on that left side block, but really we're recovering nicely and making little mistakes. And of course our fouls, 0 right here in the second quarter to Western State. 1 foul, few of their players picking up their second foul. This is our advantage. This is a good game, Alex.
GCU really making Western State make picks and move, and it's not working either. So GCU just needs to keep doing what they're doing, and they'll roll.
That's right, and GCU, of course, this is opening day, but they have a big season ahead of them, playing huge teams. Duke, they play early on Thursday, November 17th, before they get on into some Western Athletic Conference play later into the season. But of course, they play Northern Arizona, Denver, Duke, New Mexico State, huge schools that they'll face against this year.
Well, they're going to play Alcorn State this Friday, and then they take the road to play the Cameron Crazies and Duke. Unbelievable slate here for GCU.
And we're back in action here. Wilbur facing off against Baker, a little one-on-one. She drives in, and that looks like it's going to be called here.
Yep.
That's an offensive foul. Number 11, Brianna Wilbur, is going to be called on that one. That's great positioning on our side as well. Goes to show our defensive effort as well. Maintaining position, not getting frazzled by the forcing of this Western State offense here. Tashard out to Dajewski. She's going to look for Laramie. Gets a little tripped up on the low block there. Madison Cruz is going to force the pressure here. Baker trying to get that steal off, but it is going to stay in Western State position here.
Ania Baker, great job of getting in there, getting a piece of the ball. Couldn't get the steal after an ill-advised pass down low for GCU offensively.
Ania Baker, she transferred from San Jose State. She had 298 points in 35 games with 27 starts, averaged 8.5 points per game. So really a great resume coming in to GCU this year. Dajewski facing off against Vinson there. Bush on this high block. She's going to drive it in for 2.
Again, almost forcing that shot clock violation. They got the 2 off, but barely.
Ania Baker. And that was going to be a 3 by Tashard, just missing it. Bush driving it up for Western State.
Tashard coming back from an ACL injury last year. Her freshman year, averaged 21.8 minutes a game. Did see playing time, so excited to be back here for her redshirt junior year.
That's going to be a first-team foul in the second quarter by GCU's number 5, Jessica Dajewski. She's going to pick up her first foul and first-team foul in the second quarter. And that's okay. You know, she got a little overly excited there, reaching around just a little bit. But those little mistakes will happen, you know. Still great defensive effort from all sides here on this GCU team.
Keep an eye on the off-ball play for GCU defensively, as that three has made the corner there. One of the few open opportunities by Western State.
Yeah, that was Madison Cruz, number 21 for Western State with that three. Laramie going in on the low block with a nice spin around move.
Too easy for Laramie. Making that look way too easy against this defense.
She really does. Standing at 6'2", of course. She's one of the tallest girls on the team. Really making note of her height and her body, positioning well. She shoots well. She uses her body well. She gets low on that block, and she places her defender well, too. She kind of had that back move there, being able to spin off her defender, keeping her behind, and being really wide open on that block.
Last year as a
Navarro
Pirate,
here.
31 of 31 starts, and 4 double-doubles for Laramie.
Laramie with an early 15 points, and she's gonna shoot again. She's a really nice, crisp shot, Alex. Rolls right off her fingers. You know, sometimes we see those ugly shooters who make everything, but she's one of those that has a pretty shot and makes everything as well. Great defensive effort by Tashard there, forcing it to half court. Thought they were going to get a backcourt call there, but she is going to pick up that foul there at center court. Second team foul.
Sadie Stroop on for Western State. Looking to get something going here. Since the first time out, only 5 points for Western State, and the Mountaineers still unable to solve this defense.
That's right, we're playing such tight defense. They really can't create any space, almost forcing a 5-second call there, Alex. She really couldn't find an open player, an open body at all. Brown out there on the right side. Cruz here facing off against Baker. She's going to try to force something in. And that is going to be Lope's possession there.
Not exactly sure what the call was there. Clearly an offensive foul. Another mistake for Western State. GCU needs to capitalize again.
We're going to have another foul here.
Yeah, another foul. And we saw it a little bit in the Adams State game, the men's game. Not necessarily letting them play as much as they should be. A little too many calls here. A lot of stop-and-go basketball.
Brown up here at the top of the key. She's going to pass in. Sadie Stroop looking to make something happen. Back out to Brown. Cruz up here at the top of the key. She's going to drive in on the left side, look for a two-point hook shot, and she's going to get it. Cruz at only 5'7", a junior from Fullerton, really making some space happen for Western State. Baker going to drive in to Jalea. Out to Rarick. They're going to pick up a foul here. That's going to be on number 32, Kaylin Bush. That's her second foul. We now have a few girls picking up their second foul on Western State side in the second quarter, and that's going to mean trouble for them in the second half, Alex. Baker for the three.
They have Julie Clark listed as 5'10". I can tell you one thing, she's not 5'10", much taller than that. Laramie, the steal.
Baker getting it, and that is going to be a shot, and she is going to also pick up that extra point there, being fouled on that shot. She is going to get a free throw here, and here's the replay.
What a feed. What a great feed. It starts with the steal. It doesn't happen if Laramie's not putting in that effort. She gets it down low and able to convert and able to force another mistake and another shot at the charity stripe here that Baker can't quite convert.
It looked like it might have been an over the back call. I
That's
guess
what you're gonna see,
it's
over the
not.
back.
Looks like continue play here.
On Katie Navarre.
Western State ball. GCU 29 to a Western State 17. 2 minutes left in the second quarter. Little upwards trap there by Canedo and Baker on Madison Cruz. She had to pass it out.
The defense making them survey from outside the arc.
Brown open on the baseline there, drives in for a little hook shot, can't really force anything to happen. Canedo setting something up for GCU. Laramie looks down, Canedo open on the three, and she is gonna sink that one.
Well, a rare defensive lapse and the miss by the Mountaineers led to a three by Marcos Canedo. And the defense is turning into offense here for GCU.
Some great shooters all over this court today on all sides. That's something important that we haven't discussed as well, is the depth of this team. Really, we had a complete different starting lineup in the 2015 season, and coming into this season with these transfers, you know, with freshmen, with basically an all new team starting and still having the depth of the starters from last year. GCU has great shooters from all over the side, and Nia Baker just left wide open there on the low block. She's gonna shoot, get her own rebounds, pick it off, and then get the two.
Twice they left her wide open.
Great defensive effort right there by her as well, forcing a left side drive. Langle going in for two.
GCU bringing two to the ball right when the Mountaineers get into the paint. And by the time they try to pass it out, they already have another lope extending on a spoke.
Canedo.
So really nothing happening for Western State, and that's why the time of possession is so far in favor for GCU.
Canedo, a spin-off move there, looking for two. Can't quite sink it. About 30 seconds left in this game, in this first half.
GCU doubling up on Western State.
We're gonna have a lot of great stats to discuss at halftime, Alex. This has been a dynamic game so far, offensively and defensively, picking off rebounds by multiple players, getting threes by multiple players, having drives by multiple players. Really, the depth of this team is even more than I think what we had originally expected it to be, honestly. And to have these players coming off the bench scoring points, having drives, having huge moves, and then of course our starters having huge plays. And Laramie, honestly, unstoppable today. You know, her shooting percentage is what we expected, plus some.
That's right, and the main point of today was for GCU to come out and the team to get a feel for things, kind of get on the same page and get the rust off. And they've done that here as they look to close out on a dynamic first half.
We're back in play here. Laramie to Canedo. 20 seconds left. They've got to set something up quickly to have an opportunity to score.
Don't need to pull up yet. You still got 10 seconds to work the ball around.
Gerard to Canedo. Laramie getting a turnover there.
That's going to do it.
Kaylin Bush pushing it up. Looked like she was going to go for something, Alex, but really didn't make anything happen. And the halftime score now, GCU leads 34 to Western State 17 here at the half.
Yeah, even at the last minute there, the GCU defense suffocating the Mountaineers, not even letting a last-second drive happen. I've been impressed by what I've seen from GCU in game one here in the exhibition on Kids Day, a GCU tradition.
That's right, and they're going to get us some stats here in a second so we can really kind of divert what this game has been. You know, 34 points. I believe Laramie has 15 of those points, if not more. She's also had a number of rebounds as well and steals. I could see a double-double happening today, or even possibly a triple-double happening for Laramie in this first game here with GCU. Really an impeccable start to this season against Western State. We got the stats out now. We'll take a look at exactly what's building up here in this game.
I think the thing that you're going to see that shocks you the most is rebounds. I shouldn't say rebounds. I should say field goals and the attempts and the conversions. 7 of 24 for Western State, 12 of 29 for Grand Canyon. Now the 29 is just 5 more than Western State, but those are opportunities that have started to ramp up as the first half came down to a close.
That's right, and we take a look here at some of our statistics. Laramie really hasn't even had the most minutes into the game. Anaya Baker has, but playing so well here, having a total of 7 rebounds. That's an incredible stat as well. And we're gonna go ahead and take a look at this halftime entertainment by Simon Says. And we'll be right back after this. Stick with us here on GCU TV.
Ladies, relax. Gentlemen, here we go. Hands up, and pivot. I saw you, Mrs. Delicious Hair. Oh. Yeah, don't cheat in front of thousands of little children. What's the matter with you? What's going on? Simon says hands up. Simon says wait. Simon says stop. Hands down. Hands. Oh no. Snap the head. Simon says stop, hands up, and oh no. Are you seeing this? Simon says hands up, waving around, waving if you're waving around. Simon says wave around. Simon says stop, hands down, hands down. Simon says hands down. Nicely done. Give yourself a waving. I didn't say Simon says. You're out, you're out. I didn't say Simon says. Give yourself. Yeah, I didn't, yeah. But you have nice hair. All right, here we go. Gentlemen, Simon says go down. Simon says go down. Look at how serious he is. My goodness, he's really focused. All right, here we go. Simon says put up the right hand. says wave it around. Simon says stop, left hand up, both hands up, both hands up, outside for you and you. Yeah, Simon says both hands up, wave it around with your waving it around. Simon says wave it around, Simon says stop, hands down, you're out. Simon says hands down, look down, you're out. Here we go. Simon says close. Simon says stop, hands up, you're out, you're out. Simon says hands up, hands down, you're out, you're out. Referee! Simon says, what's your name, man? Mark? And then we give up a right. Here we go, ladies, here we go. Here we go, ladies, here we go. Ladies, hands up! That was close, look at it. Walsh is like, and then she's spraying. Oh. Simon says hands up, Simon says hands down, Simon says one place. Simon says stop, hands up, with your hands up, you're right. Simon says here, you're still out. What is this? I see you, you're like, leave it away. Simon says hands up, wave around with your waving around, go. Simon says wave around, Simon says stop, hands down, keep your hands down, you're out, go. Simon says hands down, you're down, please, you're down, you're out, go. Pay attention! Simon says down, Simon says down, Simon says down, Simon says down, Simon says stop, hands up, good. Hands up. Nice. And hands up. Good. Simon says hands up, Simon says hands down, Simon says one foot, Simon says stop, hands up, you're out. Simon says hands up, Simon says hands down. Nice. Come a little bit closer, please, a little bit closer. Oh, how sad for you. Simon can sit up with left hand, Simon can do it around, sit with your right hand. No. I say sit up on your left hand, sit up your left hand. Simon, please come back, I'm confused. Simon, please come back, I'm confused. Simon, please come back. You're in the band, right? I love the band. Simon, please hands down, let's try it again. Simon, please sit up your right hand. That's it, wave around, now you're out, go. All right, here we go. Simon, please get, Simon, please get, Simon, please get, Simon, please stop, Simon, please hands down, Simon, please Stacy shutter. Simon, please Stacy, and this is shutting up. Simon, please hands down, face me, please, face me. Look at me, my tiny little friend. Simon, please stay forward. Simon says, what's your name? I'll be giving the finals. Are you excited? Let's go to eat Mark. Mark and Adam, let's go. Simon, please come here. Simon, quickly. Don't bust the head. Listen. I say there's only one way to settle this. Simon says, dance on! Oh yeah! You guys are serious. You okay? You have a medic standing up? Simon says stop. Adam and Mark. I like that attitude. I love your enthusiasm for a man in his 80s. Let me tell you something. Simon says, I'm older than you. I just don't know what. But listen, Simon says I'm in a very good mood because I'm back here at Grand Canyon University with the best fans in the nation! So I'll tell you what, after Mark, you are both Simon says champions! Stay here. Abby, Simon says this is for you. Mark, Simon says this is for you. Congratulations. Simon says you have it already. Do not forget to vote today. And Simon says, go Blues!
Let's hear it one more time for the master of Simon Says, Steve Mack.
And that was an awesome show by Simon Says. He had the women's cheer team, of course, out there against some of the men's cheer team, and looked like we had some of these men's fans as well sitting courtside. Awesome job by Simon Says.
It
and
really
all the
was
participants.
halftime entertainment. It was entertaining, all right, that's for sure.
That's right. And perfect for Kids Day as well. The kids are really loving that one. Of course, we have 30 different elementary schools in attendance today, so we appreciate their support and for coming out to this women's game in the morning on a Tuesday of all days as well, and Election Day, of course, as well. But we are back here, halftime report, just about to start the second half in here in about 4 minutes. Alex, give us a little bit of a recap of this first half.
Well, the Lopes doubled up here on the Mountaineers after one half of play. Marina Laramie has been stellar. 15 points, 6 of 9 from the field. She's only hit 1 from behind the arc, but the glaring stat, 7 rebounds. She has been everywhere. And then Anaya Baker has been able to pitch in 9 of her own points, 3 of 7. And then this unit defensively is so cohesive. Only 4 Western State Colorado assists, meaning this team is not passing the ball around. They're trying to do it themselves because they can't get open because this defense is so suffocating.
That's right, and of course, Laramie has 2 steals as well. And that goes to show her defensive effort as well. We see her all over the court, really sticking to her defender, coming out off the block when her, player does as well. So a great defensive effort by her as well as the rest of the team. Jajewski, a smaller player, but picking up some rebounds offensively and defensively as well. So a great start offensively and defensively. What can we expect from this second half?
Well, more of the same, up 17. They are 13-4 when winning at half. This bodes well for them. If they come out and play like they have defensively, they'll roll. We'll be right back here for the start of the second half from GCU Arena.
I am Laura Lozoya, and I am majoring in biology with an emphasis in pre-med at Grand Canyon University. The dorm life at GCU definitely helped me build relationships, and I've made great friends on this campus. The quality education here is great. You're testing your limits, but you're going beyond them. It all comes together. The sciences, the ethics, and just everything. It's a beautiful thing.
Grand Canyon University, the quality of a private Christian education, the affordability of a state university. Visit gcu.edu.
Welcome back here. GCU leads 34 to Western State 17 at the half. We've got about 1 minute and 30 left until we head into this third quarter of play. I think we're going to go over some highlights here from this first half. We'll come back to those highlights here in a second, but we're going to head into this second half. Of course, we're looking to probably have about the same starters there out on the court. Baker, Laramie, Jajewski, Canedo, and Daniels for GCU. All 5 players, a different starting lineup as we spoke about than last year. But we got to talk about last year as well. They had such a dominating season in the 2015-2016 season. They went 16-15 in regular season play, which is, really impressive for a younger team. We had a lot of freshmen last year. We had lost a few major players, and really players stepped up last year, and I think that leads into the foundation and the development of this year's team and going into the future as well. Western State came into this game after last year's defeating 4-20 record. That's a tough record to come and play a team like GCU in GCU Arena. A huge crowd today. We had a dominating record last year, and for them to come in, they had to have felt a little intimidated today, Alex.
Well, right, when you see these smaller Division II teams come into these Division I schools, so much, they're not playing for just the check anymore. They're playing for the win, and you saw that really with Adams State, a tremendous effort against the men hanging in there. Western State, though, hasn't been able to compete with GCU, and GCU has done a good job of not playing down to their level, but playing up, and it's a reason why They were projected 5th to finish in the WAC last year. This year, they're up to 3rd.
And that's right. And going back in and playing Adams State and Western State, Trent May and Dan Marley like to play schools out of the Rocky Mountain Athletic Conference, as it is one of the most competitive Division II conferences in the nation. They send a lot of nationally ranked players, teams, and individuals from all athletic sides into national play. And we're here back out on the court. Western State against GCU, leading 34-17, and we're starting things off right.
Tanisha
Daniels picking up the 2-point on the block. A nice little drive by her.
Daniels, her first 2. She's 1 of 5 from the field, though.
Number 30, Navarre going in for 2 there. Canedo driving up here for GCU on this right side.
What I still like about that is the fact that Navarre got the ball so low with so much room, and the defense went right to her.
Western State picking up this ball now. Out to Brown. Brown gonna drive in on the right side, and she's gonna get called for traveling. And that is gonna be Lopes possession. Laramie into Canedo. And it was those same starters, Alex, that we had predicted from the first half. Sometimes we see coaches change things up going to the second half, but like we talked about, we wanted to see the exact same effort, the same consistency that we had from the first half, and that's exactly what he did, knowing it worked for them.
Laramie 7 of 10 from the field, and another steal there.
Baker out to Daniels, out to Canedo, the top of the key. She's gonna drive left side, kick out to Laramie. She's gonna look for Daniels and get fouled from behind by number 20, Harley Williams.
Well, yeah.
Actually, I think it was called on number 30, I believe.
Laramie looking for Tanisha Daniels. Daniels quiet today, only 2 points. Foul trying to get in there.
Baker with the little drive and hook shot, just missing the rim there.
Unusual miss there. Easy finish for Baker.
And Canedo is gonna pick up that steal right there. Little grab and go by her. Drive in on the left side, and she will get fouled. She could have had a little dish right here out to Laramie. She was wide open for that one, Alex.
Exactly, that's what I was saying. You picked up the same thing I did. I was seeing Marina Laramie streak down this near side. Canedo did not have her head up, and it was a matter of seconds, and as a result, she couldn't get that pass up and had to make something else happen.
But she's gonna knock down this first foul shot, and that's okay too. You know, you drive in hopes of drawing that foul out on yourself, and I think she saw the defense really collapsing on her there late and low. She had an attempt for a shot, and that was okay. And she's gonna pick up those 2 foul shots. So great offensive effort by Canedo there, driving in.
Yeah, just taking what the defense gives her and knowing that this defense has been poor.
That's right.
To say the least for Western State.
Stroop's kind of trying to get Jajeski off of her right there. Williams driving left to Wilbur. Wilbur's gonna shoot for 2, and Laramie's gonna pick up that rebound defensively out to Anaya Baker. She'll bring the ball up on the right side.
Excuse me, Taylor, that's why you're not seeing the assists from Western State. They pass it around, and then when the shot clock gets low, they try to make things happen themselves.
Jajeski shooting for a nice 3 there. It looked good. Not sinking that one, but nice to see her shooting. She has a nice average. Brown driving in on the baseline, and she will draw a foul.
Canedo, a little bit of over-aggression there. She gets beaten. Luckily, she had help inside, resulted in a foul.
Kara Jackson-Brown will shoot for 2 here.
The first 2 free throws for the Mountaineers today.
shoot for her second one.
And they'll miss both.
Laramie
Both.
with the rebound. Canedo bringing the ball up. Calling out a play here for the Lopes. Laramie out to Jajewski. Laramie just missing that one. That'll be a turnover.
Just through the hands of Marina Laramie.
We had a few turnovers early on into the first quarter. Didn't see as many that second quarter. Sometimes those are weary communication errors, minor mistakes. Those can cost you a game in a close game. But a game like today, a few mistakes here and there, dusting off this rust from early season jitters is okay. Canedo passing out to Jajewski. She'll shoot for three,
She'll
and
hit for
she'll
three.
sink that one. We knew she was going to try again for those right and left side threes. She's really good out there on the wing. She gets out wide enough, just past, you know, that corner key there, and she can really drain it when given that open shot. Great three-pointer by her.
The 5th of 13 made today, and really a number that should be a little bit higher, as a couple have been wide open. GCU just missed earlier due to little early jitters.
Williams trying to answer back with the three there, but didn't make that one. Clark is going to come back in for GCU. Redshirt junior at 5'10" from Glendale, Arizona.
GCU 16 points in the paint compared to the Mountaineers 6.
August Shard also came in for Anaya Baker. She's 5'6" guard, redshirt junior as well from Newport Beach, California. Wilbur on the right side, left side.
Well, they're quick to collapse inside, but slow to go out, forcing them to take three-point shots. Love the defense.
Now that's going to be an offensive foul there for Western State. Pushing Shard down there. That's going to be on Vincent, it looks like.
16 turnovers for Western State.
That's
8 for GCU.
That's their third team foul early on into this third quarter. We're seeing Laramie come up off the block more and more offensively, sharing the ball coverage there. We like to see her all over the court because she's proven the fact that she can shoot. You know, she's not just a big man on the block.
GCU a 7-0 run in the last 4 minutes.
Clark will go up for that one, drawing the foul.
A chance to extend that here. Western State has not scored in the last 4.5 minutes. Been unable to solve this Lopes defense coming out of the first half.
That foul was called on Sydney Langell, her first foul, fourth team foul here in this third quarter, and I think we can attribute these early fouls to frustration from this second half. You know, they're down 44-19. They're trying to make anything and everything happen, forcing, you know, silly fouls such as that. Clark picking up her first free throw point.
Alex Bloom checks on her first time on the court today. And they'll look to get the depth of the Lopes here, get some contribution from the bench.
She's a 5'5" senior guard from Clay Center, Kansas. Bringing a little bit of the Midwest here back over to the west side of Arizona.
Yeah, Bloom transferred from 3 different places: Clay Center Community College, Hutchinson Community College, and then, of course, to Grand Canyon.
Number 21, Madison Cruz.
Still,
Crossover and drive in there, coming for the jump shot, missing that one. Shard bringing the ball down into Laramie. Bloom out to Jajewski. Bloom with her first shot of the game, dusting off the rust there, really not making any contact, but that's okay. Harley Williams tries to drive in, and that's going to be called on Clark there.
yeah, they're going to call a foul there, a blocking foul.
Her third team foul. Timeout on the floor. All right, students, let's give it up for Saddleback Elementary School. St. Simon and Jude Catholic School. Santa Maria
GCU a great job of capitalizing, I should say building with the lead and running with it in the second half. No points in the last 5 minutes and 20 seconds for Western State. Conversely, a 9-0 run in the last 4 minutes and 45 seconds for Grand Canyon. Their defense has just gotten better and better.
That's right. It's everything we can expect from them. Bringing a new fresh body, Alex Bloom. She had confidence to take that three, and I think we're going to see some effort by her as well. Getting in some fresh bodies, we'll probably see maybe different girls transition in to this third and fourth quarter. Caitlin Lee, I'd like to see her get in the game as well. She's a redshirt sophomore from Chickamauga, Georgia. She made some game time last year. 6'3", tallest girl on the team. I hope to see her get in the game as well as some new bodies into this game as well. It'll be a great ending to this third and then transition to this fourth quarter, Alex.
Yeah, you talk about Alex Bloom getting 13 of 31 starts in games played last year. She's good from behind the arc, 35%, and she was able to contribute 55 rebounds, 16 steals, and was 21 of 25 from the charity stripe.
That's right. And the next home game for the women, of course, is this Friday against Alcorn State. That'll kick off the season here at home, 2 games, and then they'll go on the road to face Duke and then Rice for a 2-road series there for GCU. And we're going to start back into this third quarter here.
And then
Score
for the
stands 45-19.
For the Lopes, yeah, the Pac-12 matchup will not be against in-state rival ASU or U of A. It will be against the University of Washington. Tough matchup there. The Lopes have to look forward to.
They will also play Northern Arizona and Arizona Christian, some neighboring schools here in Arizona.
The drought of 5 minutes and 21 seconds stopped after that free throw. Washington State picking up, or not Washington, I should say Western State picking up their 20th point. Finally, it took them a while, but 45-20, a handy lead for the Lopes.
Julia Clark looking a little frustrated on the baseline there, but keeping the ball in possession. Laramie for the 2 there. Rebounded by Western State, kicked out to Madison Cruz. She'll drive it to face off against Ashard. Defense playing man-to-man here. We haven't really talked about the defensive setup today. They've been playing man-to-man. We saw them transition to a little bit of zone there, but sticking to this man-to-man defense has really done them well. Ashard is going to pick up that steal to Bloom. She's going to drive it in for 2 on that right side layup. Little drive and dish there. Double duo to Ashard and Bloom, picking up a nice little steal. We'll see the replay.
Yeah,
Ashard just picks off Cruz.
Great job of Bloom getting up, Bloom getting there for the points, and it's been all day. Defense has turned into offense. Steal after steal, the 10th for Grand Canyon. 19 points off turnovers for the Lopes.
And we said just a second ago that we hoped Bloom would come into this game with a little bit of confidence, as she just did there, picking up that nice little grab-and-go layup on the right side. It was nice to see that little effort there to Ashard also. She brings a lot of speed to this game and really picked up that one nicely, dishing it out.
Well, they're doing a good job of getting points off turnovers, but it's not hard when Western State Colorado has 18 of them. 19 points off the turnovers, and that's a stat, the turnover number, that could have led to more points off turnovers. GCU still on the verge of going up 30, and a dominating performance here in the opening exhibition.
That's right, and of course, in series history between this matchup of GCU and Western State, we've gone 7-1 with them in matchups between the 2 teams. So we have the advantage. I'm sure Trent May is happy with how this one is building up, and it's a great start to the season. You know, we go into the season picking up teams like Adams State on the men's side and Western State on the women's side. Confidence boosters, team building, you know, is part of what these games are about early on into the season before they head off onto the road.
Yeah, and certainly as the years go on and the sanctions are dismissed and GCU can start to participate postseason, the schedules start to get harder and you need to prepare more for those.
Like we said, they'll play Duke early on into the season on the road at Duke. That'll be a great game to stream, of course, and really see GCU work into huge Division I play. Amazing season to watch. Laramie picking up a defensive rebound there. Such a powerhouse. We can't emphasize that enough. I think she had a lot of expectations coming into her as a big, you know, transfer to GCU, and she's doing nothing but showing that off. Clark going in for that drive there, picking up the rebound, dishing out to Baker.
Yeah, Clark, huge frame, tallest one on the court, a big rebound right there.
We talked about the depth of the team. There's plenty of new faces this season, but we have 6 transfers and 8 newcomers. That is a new team, Alex. That is a transitioning new team. We said completely different starting lineup from last year. You know, a lot of our starters from last year are on the bench, and that goes to show our depth and the complexity that we'll have this entire season.
Well, it does show that the team is young. But Coach Trent May in his 9th season at GCU, another air ball. By the way, Harley Williams completely flustered out there at Western State. Her 4th air ball alone in this game. The GCU defense doing a great job of getting in the heads of these Mountaineers players. But like I was saying, 9th season at GCU, 151-55 overall record. Coach Trent May knows what he's doing.
Pineda out to Rarick, out to Baker. Laramie on the post there. She's going to drive in and attempt to get her own rebound, and it's going to be on the baseline there, and that's going to pick up a foul for Laramie there.
Turns, tries to pick up the teardrop, but just a little short. Didn't have necessary touch. 13-1 run in the last 7.5 minutes.
They're going to pick up a foul there.
Even though a foul was coming, Marcos Canedo, great job of anticipating that pass. She would have been gone for 2 points had there been no foul, but there was.
15 foul. The Mountaineers are in the ball.
GCU going 16-15 last year, only their 2nd winning season since joining the Division I level. They had a tough non-conference schedule last year. They faced West Virginia, Gonzaga, and USC. And of course, we talked about them facing Duke early on in this season. It'll be the same competitive effort this season as well. Number 5 sinks her first foul shot. Kara Jackson Brown, she'll go for her 2nd and sink that one as well. Alex, we haven't seen them do well offensively in the foul shot department, but Jackson Brown really sinking those 2 there. Clutch for Western State.
Well, it's been the whole game essentially for Western State to warm up and hit those shots. So if you're a Mountaineer, it's saying it's about time. Jajewski down low. Her own answer.
Jajewski, one of 2 international players for GCU. Laura Marcus Canedo, of course, another international player, came from Salmoneca, Spain this year. She is a 5th-year transfer. She went to Central Florida before, as we spoke about.
Tanisha Daniels able to get the foot on the ball there defensively. I mean, everything seems to be working right for the Lopes right now. They are wary of everything. Nothing's getting through them. Of course, not legal to kick the ball from Tanisha Daniels, but still shows that she's aware and ready. As we're going to get another chance down the court, Anaya Baker.
Out to Daniels. She's going to go for that one. And it's going to be a jump ball on the play down there on the low block. Checked in Kiara Clark, her first time in the game for the Lopes today. She is a forward redshirt junior from Glendale, Arizona, stands at 5'10". Alex, we talked about how Trent may try to transition some new bodies with the score being 51-22. Do you think some more girls will come into the fourth quarter?
Oh yeah, you're gonna see substitution in depth in a 31 game schedule. Oh my goodness. Anaya Baker. Did you see that?
Aggressive
Was
foul
incredibly
there,
fast right off the throw-in,
Yeah.
anticipating that. And that's really been the story. If you had one play to pick to describe this game, that is it right there. Unbelievable heart and effort, even though it was for naught. But yeah, 31 game season, no matter who you are, you're gonna see some things go down in the season that you're not expecting, whether it be injuries or change of position or transfers. Anything happens, so it's having the players ready to go for whatever happens during the season down the road.
That's right, and GCU did deal with a lot of injuries, last year that we talked about. Rarick, of course, and Tishard both being injured last year coming into this game. Clark with a shot out there on the baseline, just missing that. Jump ball here on the right side wing.
Yeah,
Lopes ball there.
talk about an injury and Kiara Clark. You have example one, 2015 had an injury. Before that, she was at Biola. Started 25-28.
Western State picking off this ball. Wilbur pushing the speed there, pushing the pressure out to Williams.
10 seconds to go in the third now. Let's see if GCU can get something here late in the half. Baker from half court. No! Almost! Oh my word! Would that have brought excitement to this arena?
Spin off the rim there.
Heartbreak
Great effort.
Hotel pulls up at the end of the third from half court.
That's right, and we'll be right back with fourth quarter action here in GCU Arena. Stay with us right here on GCU TV.
GCU's College of Science, Engineering, and Technology offers a premier STEM education with relevant curricula designed to lead you to a career in the competitive fields of science, technology, engineering, and math. GCU is investing in the future of our STEM programs with multiple state-of-the-art facilities, providing students with access to cutting-edge technology. Our STEM education is motivated by a Christian worldview, which cultivates ethical decision-making. The College of Science, Engineering, and Technology fosters traits in adaptability, collaboration, creativity, as well as ethical and social awareness, which makes our graduates from our STEM programs more competitive. Through robust collaboration and partnership with industries that require a STEM-prepared workforce, our faculty concentrates exclusively on student success within a deeply nurturing Christian setting. Find out more at gcu.edu/CSET.
And welcome back to GCU Arena here with a great matchup today. 51 points for GCU, 24 for Western State. We're seeing some fresh bodies coming in, Alex. What can we expect for the end of this game?
Well, 3 scores in double digits already for Grand Canyon and Baker, Laramie, and Jajewski. Baker almost sending this place into flames, hitting a half-court shot at the end of the third, but the depth there, you're going to see a lot more players who have fresh legs and are ready to go to finish this game out.
That's right, we saw Kiara Clark come in late into the third, making some depth there, and they'll pick up a foul here.
And that's on Casey Rarick. Rarick has played very sparingly, as a matter of fact, only 8 minutes. So there's an example right there of someone coming off the bench.
That's right, and she's just kind of getting her feet back into the game as well, coming off an injury, of course, last year, getting back into the swing of things. I think she'll grow and develop and mature as a player, and we might even see a change of the starting lineup later into the season, and that is going to be a 3-point shot there. Western State 27, GCU 51. Brown out to Rarick with the drive and dish. She's gonna go baseline drive, back out to Canedo, to Juski for the three. Looked good. That's her sweet spot, Alex. Just missing that one.
Yeah, she jacked that one up and just missed it. I think now it looks like GCU and the girls are a little bit more offensive minded here, wanting to finish out this game. Defense may not take top priority here, and that may be to a fault a little bit, but you've earned this lead, you've built it, and now just go out there and have fun, carefree.
That's right. It's been a great game so far, and we've seen this team play so confidently. And sometimes you can see them struggle with communication having such a new team, but we really haven't seen that today, Alex. That is a start for a theme of a great season. Rarick trying there for the steal, but they're going to call a foul on her there, Alex.
Yeah, coach right in front of me putting his arms up. Questionable call, I certainly agree. Not letting them play as much as a fan would like. A few too many whistles there as we have a Mountaineer down.
And another foul. That's going to be on Daniels, I think. Yep, that's going to be called on Daniels. Laramie is going to probably check in for Daniels there. That is the fourth team foul.
Number 3, Marina Laramie.
Yeah, Laramie checking in there. Number 11, Brianna Wilbur will now shoot her foul shots.
And you look at the defensive effort this morning from GCU to point. It's been stellar, and not a knock against the Mountaineers, but teams like Duke and Washington, they're going to be 10 times faster, and there's Laramie down low, wide open, 53rd point.
Great look there, down to Laramie. She was wide open, cross over that block. Great replay there.
How can you leave the leading scorer wide open under the basket? I don't understand what's going on right now from Western State. It's almost like the effort isn't even there.
It's funny too, you'd think they would make some adjustments, recover off of her early on, even scoring the first few shots. We think they'd come out on her more, but honestly, Alex, they've left her open time and time again.
There's a reason she has 19 points. Look, she's 8 of 13 from the field. She's 1 of 2 from behind the arc. And they've just given her the time and space she's needed to operate. She's converted, she's a good player.
Anaya Baker bringing that to Juski, getting the nice pick off there for Baker. Rarick trying to do a little fancy pass there back to Baker, but she wasn't quite ready for that one.
Yeah,
Calling a turnover there.
Rarick tried to split the defenders, little backhanded pass to Baker, who would have jacked up one in the corner. Not so.
Out to Brown. Ooh, almost a travel there. She wasn't quite set on her position. And that looks like it'll be a foul here for 44, Sydney Langle. Her second foul of the game. First team foul for Western State. We're picking up 5 fouls, Alex, in this fourth quarter. Not what we wanted to see defensively.
Not very disciplined right now, as a platoon swap for Western State.
And you can see that sometimes you get a little lazy in the play with the score 53-31. Up 22 points, really, you know, you're gonna lack a little bit of that obedience. Brown for the three.
Can't leave her wide open. Baker and Laramie feeling it.
Laramie, Jajeski, and Baker all putting up double digits this afternoon. Laramie with 19 points.
Yeah, Laramie 19, Baker 14, Jajewski 10, and the energy in this arena still prevalent and very live. It almost seems like more fans have come in here since halftime than when the game started, and you can still hear it.
It's It's all the elementary kids hyped up on sugar, probably, Alex.
That's right, yeah, it's 10 in the morning on a Tuesday as Canedo puts the touch on that ball.
Replay here.
The drive, what a
Canedo.
touch. Beautiful touch, 58-31. Putting this game away, that's what you want to see.
Another foul picked up there by Canedo.
Air Force allowing 48 on this Mountaineers team 3 days ago. Grand Canyon holding to 31 as of now.
And that'll put Haley Vincent to the line for a foul shot. And she'll sink that one. Laramie with a throw in over to Anaya Baker. She'll bring it up leisurely, setting something up. 7 minutes left in this game.
Clark looks for a handle on the ball.
Forcing a turnover there. Canedo reaching for that one. Clark getting a little caught up there in the corner, and that'll cause a timeout here in GCU Arena. And we'll be right back after this. Stay with us here for the end of this fourth on GCU TV.
Hey Phoenix, it's Thunder Dan Marley, head coach at Grand Canyon University. Coming to GCU was a great move for me. Join Antelope Nation by enrolling as an evening student at our beautiful campus in the heart of Phoenix. Earn your bachelor's, master's, or doctoral degree to take your career to the next level. Engage with industry expert instructors in small classroom settings where you can get the support you need to excel. Scholarships available. See you on campus. Go Lopes.
Find your purpose at Grand Canyon University. Visit gcu.edu/evening.
Going into this ending of this game, Alex, what do you expect from the end of this game?
Well, what can you expect or what do you want? What you want from GCU is a steady finish. You want them to finish by getting their points. Don't let any runs by Colorado or by Western State, Colorado. And, you know, just play your game, get buttoned up as you get ready for Alcorn State on Friday, and then you take the road. GCU's just going to need to finish building their confidence in this game. Get
5 fouls, Alex. What do we need to do to end the fouling here in this fourth quarter?
Oh, there's got to be just a little more discipline. I think a little too overexcited on the court, wanting to get the ball back, and defense to offense has been working so well for them. And of course, that's obvious, wanting to get the ball back and trying to make steals, but they're overdoing that, and it's leading to fouls.
Back out onto the court here. Madison Cruz will bring it up against Anaya Baker. One-on-one action. Fancy crossover, but Anaya will attempt to pick it up. A roll around action here on the court.
She lost that one. Yeah, she wanted that one back.
She did.
Just missed picking that one up. Smile on her face. Good to see that from Anaya.
Anaya with a lot of heart out here on this court today. We'll look to see that all season long. Great effort. Looks to be a great team leader for this women's team. It'll send Madison Cruz to the line to shoot 2 foul shots. She'll sink that first one. This one now is live. 34-58 here in GCU Arena. 6 minutes left in this game, and she'll sink both of those. Alex, they're ending this game, you know, on a higher note than we've seen them play all game. Positive attribute, scoring those last 2 foul shots.
11 steals for this defense, and I think that plays a large part in why the defense for GCU keeps getting fouls, is because it's been working and they've been able to be aggressive and get away with it. But the call, as the lead increases for Grand Canyon, you're gonna get a few more calls against you. That's just how it goes.
Number 11, Casey Rarick.
Tishard checking back into the game, along with Casey Rarick as well for GCU. Navarre with the ball here, looking for an open man. She dives and dishes to Harley Williams, who gets her defender right there in front of her, kind of getting that back dish. Scoring two. Anaya Baker bringing up the ball. She looks to Rarick on this wing side. Swung over to Tishard here. She'll drive in. Anaya for that long three.
This is what you don't necessarily want to happen. You can't let them go on these little runs and get lackadaisical and sit back and think just because there's 5.5 minutes left and you have a 21-point lead that it's all going to be good. You got to keep the pedal to the metal.
That's right. 5 minutes is a lot of time in basketball. We say a minute is a lot of time in basketball for a 10-point lead. 5 is a lot of time for a 20-point lead. And like you said, they go on these 3-point, 5-point, 7-point runs, and pretty soon you have an 8-point ball game. So yes, play comfortably. Know you have this cushion, but get rid of these fouls. Get rid of the mistakes and still play cautiously.
Well, for Grand Canyon, I don't even think it's in their minds that this game is out of their hands. As Anaya Baker wanted an explanation for the referee, didn't think that was out, but they're not so much necessarily worried about losing as much as keeping the momentum for next game. If you let this game become closer towards the end, then that's what you're thinking about going into Alcorn State. So you just want to finish out, keep the points going, keep the momentum going, and keep everything flowing.
Lango will pick up the traveling call there. Turnover for them, GCU possession. Tajewski out on the right side wing, looks to drive in, kicked out to Rarick. Tishard on the low block. Anaya Baker is setting it back up again, attempting for a different result here. Clark on the high block. Rarick attempting to drive in for that layup. She'll draw the foul and get to shoot two here.
They couldn't get that one to fall. Would have been a good basket, but 2 from the free throw line will do.
2 shots for Rarick.
Rarick, Saguaro High School, Scottsdale, Arizona native.
She had a season-ending injury last year. She returns to another year here in action. She appeared in 22 games as a freshman with 9 starts and averaged 8.8 points a game. So she'll look to make something happen this season. And like we said, we'll look to see her start later into the season, I'm only assuming. 59 points now for GCU, 37.
Vanessa Murphy, the freshman from Phoenix, Arizona, and Xavier High School checks on. She'll get her first minutes.
Nice to see some more freshman bodies getting into this game. Built up their confidence as well, to see time early on into the season. That'll only be crucial in bigger games as well if they get time as well. We'll be right back after this. Stay with us on GCU TV.
Grand Canyon University's newly remodeled golf course is thriving in the heart of Phoenix, featuring over 7,200 yards of expansive tees and tree-lined fairways, signature par 3s, greenside bunkers, premium greens, and a brand new clubhouse and restaurant. Experience a University Championship golf course this summer with great rates as low as $15 available now. Book your tee times at gcugolf.com.
Beautiful picture of the GCU golf course over there. Great little shot of that. Of course, you can go over and get your tee times there. And we're back in action here into this fourth quarter, looking to end this game. GCU 59, Western State 37.
Looking to end on a high note at that, too. Grand Canyon has not hit a field goal in the last 3 minutes.
Yeah, this hasn't been really their quarter. They've played well all game long, but picking up these 5 fouls early on into the fourth quarter really put them kind of in a hole, working to get out now, causing, honestly, silly fouls. I think it's lackadaisical play and a little bit of, cushion that they have, knowing they have this lead.
Well, I think, and as a fan, it's kind of hard to get caught looking out at the score. It's 59-37, but then you zoom in, Western State is leading Grand Canyon in this quarter 13-8. And so they have over the back call on Western State. They're going to give a foul right to Grand Canyon. But yeah, they're being outplayed this quarter. That's something you can't have.
Kiara Clark checked back in after that timeout. Rarick on the wing here. To Shard, to Baker. Clark at the top of the key. Murphy will drive in and dish out. Baker will try again. Murphy
for three!
That'll give that freshman some confidence right there. Great little open shot. We'll see the replay here. Wide open for that three-pointer.
I was waiting for that on the near side. So was the entire GCU bench. See Casey Rarick limping off. Not good. Don't want to speculate, of course, with that knee injury. You never want to speculate. Obviously hoping for the best for Casey Rarick. In some pain as she comes off. But a big three-point shot for Vanessa Murphy. And really to stop this run and the drought.
Hometown freshman here from the Valley. I'm sure she'll have some friends and family out this season. Number 11, Brianna Wilbur, picking up that three on the low side.
Here comes Erica Thomas. She's going to get her first look. The redshirt senior, the grad school student from Florida.
Murphy for a second three in a row at the top of the key, knocking that one down. They knew to give it back to her. They knew she was hot coming into this game late into the fourth quarter, picking up 6 easy points right there, Alex. Incredible play from the freshman. She'll pick up a dumb foul right here on the block, but won't overshadow those 2 3-pointers.
Yeah, nothing much to say. Her first college action, 2 for 2 behind the three-point arc. You'll take it. You'll take it, that's for sure. 65-40. And a good job of getting some points back for GCU when a little run came for the Mountaineers. And a shot there. Kara Jackson-Brown airballs a free throw. And that is the 6th or 7th of its kind from the Mountaineers today. That one, GCU not forcing anything, just the Mountaineer playing missing herself.
And Erica Thomas will check into the game for GCU. Her first few minutes into this game. 3-pointer there for Bloom. Clay Center, Kansas senior. She will get her first few points of the game there.
Alex Bloom took 95 from behind the arc last year. She loves it. And now this arena, probably louder than we've heard it at any time. And there's 2 minutes and 40 seconds to go in the fourth quarter, and it's a 25-point game.
Thomas playing some nice defense down low, keeping it out from the block. They kicked it out and got a 3-pointer there, but great defensive effort. Touchard kicks out to Bloom. She'll pick it up. Murphy, the freshman.
Surveys from behind the arc. Bloom puts one up. That one's not going to go. And Thomas, an over the back call. Thomas, sort of a family reunion. Crystal Thomas, sister, is in her 2nd season as a coach, player development, assistant defensive coordinator.
2 shots.
And Caitlin Lee is going to check in for her first time this game. Redshirt sophomore, Chickamauga, Georgia. She plays center. Tallest player on the team stands at 6'3" for GCU.
In for the Lopes, number 42, Caitlin Lee.
Sydney Langle will go for her foul shot. This one is live, anybody's ball, and she'll sink that one down. Murphy throwing it in to Tashard. She'll bring it up for GCU. They'll slow things down here knowing they have the advantage. It'll be kind of a run the clock out game, I'm guessing is what Trent May has told them. Pass it out, take open, clean, good shots if you have them, but don't try to force anything. Lee will kick out. Western State ball, run and gun here. They're gonna play opposite from this time watch game. They'll try to make anything and everything happen to cut back on this lead here.
Might start seeing some deeper 3 balls, forced passes to the paint.
Caitlin Bush for that one.
22-point lead.
With about a minute and 15 left, GCU will put their first game in the win column here against Western State. We got a player down here for Western State. Number 24, Sadie Stroop. She'll come out. It looks like she's okay. Number 3, Haley Vincent will come back in for the Pioneers.
A minute and 10 to go. See if we can get out of this game. No injuries, no more fouls.
Cruz bringing the ball up.
44% field goals for GCU, 38% from behind the 3-point stripe.
It was Caitlin Bush who shot and then went to attempt for her own rebound. We're picking up a foul here.
Rebounds 32 to 31, only a one rebound advantage for the Lopes. Expecting a game this much one-sided that
Maybe Caitlin Bush again for her second foul shot. She'll sink that one.
they're 61% at the free throw line compared to GCU's 85, so a good job of converting today.
Western State beginning to press in the backcourt. We haven't seen them do a full court press all game long, but into these last 40 seconds, just attempting a little bit more pressure to keep GCU on our toes. Rebound by Langle. Kicked out to Cruz here in this last 30 seconds, trying to end on a high note here.
Crowd getting rowdy for the last 20 seconds here. Grand Canyon, a good showing in front of a home crowd, 15 to go. Head coach Trent May just pleading for calm. Just relax in the final 5 seconds, and a great showing, producing some tremendous excitement on campus for the Lopes. 68-48, a 20-point exhibition win in the first look of the 2016-2017 season for the Grand Canyon University Lopes.
Absolutely. Great dominating showing by the Lopes today. 68-48 over Division II Rocky Mountain Athletic Conference team. Western State, you know, they came into this game with high expectations. A new team from last year, new starters, new transfers, basically a whole new build-up with a platform of returners on the bench, really, Alex. Great showing from them today. Great showing by Laramie. she came out and dominated all fields today, you know, coming out and playing just as well as we hoped that she would. Alex, what can we expect from her the rest of the season?
Well, expect more of the same now. Marina Laramie has set the tone for her and the team this year. 19 points, 8 of 13 from the field. She will be expected to do this for the rest of the year, and they're going to look for her in a tough slate in 2016.
That's right, and we got to talk about the defense as well, coming out very aggressively, man-to-man, all game long, really picking off those steals, forcing those turnovers. We saw Brown forcing the turnovers right there at half court and really making some opportunities happen there. Defensive effort, what can you say about it, Alex?
Yeah, the energy is not to be overlooked. And I know it sometimes can be when you think about this athletes. It's a Tuesday at 10 a.m. These are students as well. It may be a little bit harder to get the energy, and they were able to suffocate this Western State offense.
That's right. And of course, we'll lead this victory into an Alcorn State game on Friday. That game will be a night game at 7 p.m. right here in GCU Arena before they head on to the road to play Duke and Rice. We thank you for tuning in to this morning game. Happy Election Day. This has been Taylor Bond alongside Alex Larson. Have a great afternoon. We'll see you next time.